That's a cheat. In a country that actually gives a shit about what its government does, lawyers take to the streets and throw smoke bombs at police. That dude's a lawyer. Awesome! Welcome to the Gradual Report, where we gradually report. Angry protests by thousands of lawyers in Lahore and other cities on Monday demonstrated the first organized resistance to the emergency rule by Pakistani President General Pervert Musharraf. You would never see that in America. The only thing we ever protest or picket is money. 12,000 film and television writers walk out. Picket lines went up at Rockefeller Center in more than a dozen studios. Well, they're probably not going to throw any rocks, and in about 3 weeks they'll probably get some more money. So, you know, that's more important than, I don't know, personal freedom. That's a cheat. Google also starts a revolution on the cell phone front, saying they want to put a PC in everybody's pocket. Giving away software to cell phone companies will increase Google's grasp of your brain. That's okay because it's free, not your brain. Well, actually that's kind of free too. That's a cheat. With this much going on in the world, it's a wonder how I'm able to solely focus on something I'm interested in. Let's talk about cheaters. I know some of you out there may not speak English so well, and you're probably wondering, what is a cheating face? Cheating is defined as the act of lying, fraud, trickery. Cheating characteristically is employed to create an unfair advantage, usually in one's own interests, and often at the expense of others. In a 1998 survey of who's who among American high school students, 80% of the people surveyed admitted that they had at one time or another cheated on an exam. The other 20% lied about it. Those numbers changed dramatically in a 2006 survey performed by Donald McCabe, of a Rutgers professor who has studied cheating. He found that 56% of MBA students admitted to cheating, along with 54% of graduate students in engineering, and 48% of graduate students in education, and 45% of law students. The 20% that lied about it in high school made it to college, and comprised 50% of the college students. Cheating also occurs in sports. I'm not going to get into all those weird steroid, drug law, blah blah blah, because I don't know anything about it, personally, and I don't really give a shit whether or not someone wants to. That's a cheat. What I do know a tiny bit about is high school football. High school football is based on the pool of applicants to which you can draw talent from. Now, you're more likely to find someone in a group of 2,000 people that could kick your ass than, say, in a group of 500 people, unless you're like, anyway, God, it's hot in here. It's so hot sometimes. Oh, it gets so hot. Even that gets hot. It's so hot. It's so hot. My pants get me hot. I have to take my pants off. That's how hot I am. Yeah! Woo! Oh. Where was I? High school sports. So Malibu High School has a terrible football team. They can't play anyone and win. Ever. So what they do is they go out, they proposition a deaf-dumb school. Now the deaf-dumb school has an applicant pool of like 50 people, because there's not too many deaf-dumb people. Basically say, hey, deaf-dumb school, why don't you form a football team and then play us on our homecoming game? And the deaf-dumb school's like, it's not their fault, that's how they talk. Anyway, form a team, and they meet on the field, and Malibu's like, yeah, we're gonna win our homecoming game. What happens is the deaf-dumb kids trounce. I mean just trounce Malibu High, right? And all the parents start going, you're cheating! You're using sign language, and that's cheating! Which I thought was fucking hilarious. Some of you might be thinking that the moral of the story is cheaters never prosper. But the actual moral of the story is the world is so complex you'll never understand the rules you're trying to play against anyway. And the best thing you can do is yell at the judge.